Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to class. We're going to work body weight core today, so you'll need a mat, which you should lay out right now, and maybe some water for hydration in case you get thirsty. Let's get started with the warm-up. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders. Point your toes straight ahead, soften your knees, and lengthen out through the top of your head. Brace your core muscles firmly. Take both hands, reach up. Pull your right elbow down, reach up, left. Both hands up, both hands down. Now again, both hands up, inhale up. Pull your left elbow down, reach up right. Both hands up, both hands down. Now squat down and up. We're going to heat up the body with a quick set of squats. We actually have some squats in our class today, but we'll incorporate some core with them. Now shift your weight side to side. Shift your weight and step your feet a little wider. Hinging at the hip, reach down towards the inside of your knee, side to side, as you bend and straighten one knee at a time. Now reach a little lower, 8, 7. Pull back through your opposite elbow, 2 and 1. Now hold to the right. Sit back and lift up. Pull your elbows back. Let's repeat that. Sit back and lift up. Back and lift up. Back and hold. Now rotate round and press your heel to the floor to stretch out your calf. Now lift that heel up, lift your body upright, dip down and feel an opening through the front of your hip. Lift your chest, pull your shoulders down and back, bend your elbows. Press the heel and bend the knee. Press the heel down, leaning forward and bend the knee. Press and bend. One more time, press and bend and hold. Open to the front, turn your toes out. Squat down and press your knees back into a sumo stance. Now bring your toes straight ahead, squat down, lift up, roll your shoulders 2 times. Shift your weight side to side. Come down, hinging at the hip, reaching for the inside of your knee. Reach down, brace your core, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold to the left, sit back. Feel that stretch in the inner thigh on the right side. Now lift up and sit back down on one side. Lift up and press down. Open your chest, open the inner thigh. Hold here, rotate round and press your heel to the floor. Lean the angle the body forward. Now lift the heel up, lift the body upright, dip down and feel a stretch in the front of the hip. Lift your chest, bend your elbows. Press the heel and bend the knee. Open the hip, stretch the calf. 2 more. Press and bend, press and bend. Open to the front, press your knees open, squat down as low as you comfortably can. Now lower your right shoulder, press your right knee back. Look over your left shoulder. Other side, press, rotate through your upper back. Press again, and press again. Come to the center, squat down, toes forward, lift up, roll your shoulders 2 times. Now let's just do some rotation. Reach across to the left and the right. Swivel your foot, rotate your hips, reach out with your thumb pointing up. Level with your shoulder. Pull back through your opposite elbow. Keep a proud chest. Reach all the way out. We've got some rotational movements in today's class, so I want to make sure your spine is nice and warm. All the muscles that support the spine are warmed up with this rotation. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a big deep breath in, reaching up. Exhale. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start my timer We're doing each move for 50 seconds. Start standing behind your mat. So don't stand on your mat for this, especially if you've got a yoga or sticky mat. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders and turn your toes out slightly to 11 and 1. Lace your fingers together and clasp your thumbs. Pull your elbows close to the side of the body. Hands are together. Squat down and chop over your right shoulder. Squat, chop to the left. Squat, chop to the right. Chop to the left. Swivel your foot. So you swivel the right foot as you chop to the left. You swivel the left foot as you chop to the right. Slow and chop. Slow and chop with some speed. Squat down, sitting back. One more each side. Chop. Squat and chop. Roll your shoulders back. Now have your feet together. Feet together. Lengthen through your spine. So your feet are at 12 o'clock. You're going to step your right foot back to 4 o'clock. Right foot back to 4 o'clock, yes. Here we go. 4 o'clock, squat and come in. Do that again. Squat, sitting back. You take your right hand, reach up. Same side. Right hand reaches up. Sit back. Brace your core tightly as you do this. This engages the muscles in the back of your body, strengthening your postural muscles. So important to have good posture as we get older. Certainly one of my main goals for myself. Good posture keeps you vital, feeling and looking young. One more time. Very good. Now you would have felt your left leg there. Lace your fingers again. Loop your thumbs. Bring your hand to your right shoulder and rotate to the right. Release your left heel and lift your chest. Now chop and chop. Chop down and chop up. Each time you're swiveling both feet. So make sure that you release the heel that allows you to move your hips and keeps your knees happy while you strengthen your core. This strengthens the oblique muscles. That's the muscles that are responsible for rotation in the sides of your abdomen. 2 more. 1 more. Now shake it out. Shake out the legs. Shake out your arms. Roll your wrists. Shake out your hands. Spread your fingers. And let's go back to a golf chop. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders. Toes at 11 and 1. Lace your fingers. Loop your thumbs. Chest up. Elbows in front of the body. Squat and chop to the right. Squat and chop to the left. Sit back into your squat. Lift up. Release the heel on the right side as you chop to the left. Release the heel on the left side as you chop to the right. Squat slow and chop fast. So it's slow and then you tap into your power as you chop. Squat down and chop. And chop. Brace your core and chop. Okay, bring your feet at 12 o'clock. Now you're going to step back to 8 o'clock. You'll step back to 8 o'clock with your left leg and your left arm is going to come up. Let's do a couple without the arms first. Here we go. Left leg steps back and steps forward. Now the left arm comes up. The palm of the hand faces in, thumb presses back. Sit back, reach high. See if you can bring your arm right up close to the side of your ear on the right side, on the left side, I beg your pardon. Sit back. Each time you're stepping back to 8 o'clock. Good, come up tall each time. One more. Diagonal chop. Lace and loop. Feet wider than your shoulders, toes point straight ahead. Lift your chest, bring your hand to your left shoulder and rotate. You ready? Let's begin. Chop and chop. Chop and stop. Chop and stop. So each time you chop down and you chop up, you stop at the bottom and you stop at the top. So you're controlling and decelerating. That's part of this movement. One of the things your core has to do, especially if you play any sport like golf or pickleball or tennis, rotary sports, your body has to learn to accelerate. Body has to learn to accelerate and stop. One more time, chop and stop. Okay, we're through our first set. There's 3 series. So our first series is done. We've got one more standing series, then we're heading for the mat for some more isolated core. We're starting with some integrated movement. So this next set is again more integrated. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders. Point your toes straight ahead and step off your mat for this. Lace and loop, but tuck your elbows right in next to your ribs. Lift your chest. Start with a Russian twist. Start small. Rotate to 11 and 1. Release the heel, swivel the feet. Now to make this more challenging, you're going to stretch your arms away from you. If you want more challenge still, increase your range of motion to 3 and 9. But don't go past 3 and 9. Going past 3 and 9 puts a little too much rotation. Swivel the feet, rotate the hips. Three and 9. Go through 12 to 3 and 9. 2 more. 1 more. Very good. Now, stand with your feet together a little bit to the left of your space. Step hands up, tilt and lean, lift up and step in. Do that again. Step to the side, bend the knee, lean, lift up and step in. Same side again. Step, bend, lift, and come down. Step, frame your face, bend, lift, and step in. Step, bend the knee, lean the body, lift up. You'll feel your core very strongly. Step, lean, lift, and step in. One more time. Step, lean, lift, and step in. Okay, now step a little bit more towards the center of your space. You're going to step back with your left leg for a rear lunge, and we're going to rotate to the right. So have your feet hip distance, lift your chest, press your shoulders down, lace your fingers. Step back, rotate, back to the center, and step in. Same side. Step back, rotate, back to the center, and step in. Now, each time you rotate, I want you to imagine that you're wringing water out of a wet towel. So rotate, wring water out of a wet towel as you rotate and step in. Good. Big step back onto the ball of your foot. Bend your back knee. Rotate center, and lift up. 2 more. Rotate, center, and come up. Last one. Big step back, bend the knee, rotate, center, and come up. All right, Russian twist. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders with your toes straight ahead. Lace and move. Let's start small and build range of motion. Let's get the right movement first, small. So start at 11 and 1 if 12 is straight in front of you. Now stretch your arms out and go to 10 and 2. Release the heel and start to, if you want, move to 3 and 9. Remember, you accelerate and you stop. That acceleration and the stop go hand in hand together. You always want to have a good set of brakes. Rotate. Having your own muscles provide that braking movement is part of real strength. 3, 2, 1, and done. Step to your right. Face framing lunges. Feet together, chest up. Step, bend and lean, lift up, and step in. Step, bend and lean, lift up, and step in. Step out, bend and lean, frame your face, lift, and step in. Step, bend and lean, lift, and push off. Step, frame your face, lean, lift, and step in. Again. Bend and lean, lift. You'll feel that right down the side of the body. Step, bend and lean, lift, and step in. One more time. Step, bend and lean, lift, and step in. Rear lunge, feet, hip distance apart. This time your right leg lunges back, and you rotate to the left. Here we go. Lunge, rotate, center, and down. Lunge, rotate, wring out the water from a wet towel or a wet pair of jeans. Rotate, wring it out. Back to the center and step in. Step onto the ball of your right foot when you step back and step in. Do it again. Lunge, rotate, center, and step in. Bend your back knee, rotate round, center, and step in. Lunge, rotate, center, and let's head to the floor. We're heading to the mat. Bend one knee and coming to all fours. We're starting with a plank. So come onto your forearms and knees. Shift your shoulders forward and tuck your toes under. Starting with your feet about shoulder distance apart. Your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Now lift one knee up and down. Other side. Now both knees up 2 times. One knee. Other knee. Both knees. Up, down, and up. One knee. Other side. Both knees. Keep the back of your head lifted. Try not to pike your hips. One knee. One knee. Keep going with that same pattern. Both knees together. So you go right, left, together 2 times. So keep the back of your head lifted. Slightly tuck your chin like you are holding onto a grapefruit between your chin and your chest. Last time. Now come onto your knees. Come up onto your hands. so that your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers, knees under hips. Bird dog, opposite arm and leg stretches out. Stretch and down, other side. Stretch and down. Keep going, reach. Reach out, level with your shoulder and level with your hip. Keep your hips square and level. Brace your core. Reach. Stretch away, brace your core. Here's the last one. Good, now come down onto your side. Side bridge. All right, now keep your shoulder directly above your elbow. That's super critical for the health of your shoulder because side bridges and side planks work your shoulders really quite a bit. Bring your hand down the thigh, lift your hips. Now you can stay here just like this. You can also make it a little bit more challenging by straightening the leg, lifting the hips, and bringing the arm overhead. We're going to hold this for about another 20 seconds. Keep breathing. Brace your core. Stack your hips and stack your shoulders. Keep your chest open to the front. 10 more seconds. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Come down. Now, come onto your side, come onto the front of your mat, and roll onto your back. Palms of your hands face up, shoulders are down and back. Now, keep a strong brace on your core. Lift your right foot up, right foot down, left foot down. Up and down and down. Now, as the second foot lifts, you want to make sure that you're bracing your core really strongly so that your back doesn't pop up off the mat. It's okay if your back isn't quite touching, but it shouldn't move. So all through your midsection here is very stationary. Keep the movement in your legs tiny. I call these baby walks because it's a little baby walk, forward and back. One more. Very good. Now, dead bug. Bring your feet up, bring your knees up, flatten your back onto the mat. Bring your hands to the front of your knees and push your hands into your knees, push your knees into your hands. Bend your knees at 90 degrees. Press your shoulders down. Hold this. Now, opposite arm and leg. Other side. Try and avoid pulling your knee in further as you lower the opposite knee. If it helps, you can bring your hand, to the opposite knee, just to find a landmark. Last one. Roll onto your side and come up. And let's do a side bridge on the other side. So swing around, place your elbow directly underneath your shoulder. Bring your knees back, bend your knees and bring your feet back behind you. Press your shoulder away from your ear and lift up. Now you can stay here just like this. Or for more challenge, lift the top leg and bring the top arm up and over. Now keep your chest open, hips absolutely stacked, shoulders absolutely stacked, and your chest is open. We've got just 10 more seconds. Breathe. Brace your core and lift and reach. 3, 2, 1, and down. Come onto all fours. Coming into all fours, walk your hands away from your feet, from your knees, and walk your knees back away from your hands. Keep your hips high and let your head hang. Chest down. Take a couple of deep breaths there as you breathe and stretch out through your shoulder girdle. This is a really important stretch for your shoulders. Bring your hands in and then walk your hands forward and come down onto your tummy. Pull your elbows in towards your pelvis. Press your shoulders down and away from your ears. Scoop your tailbone down, lengthening through the lower back. Stretch the front of your body. This is also a very important stretch for your posture. Now roll onto your side and take the bottom leg and bend it underneath you. Take a hold of your shin, ankle, or foot and pull back. Keep the knee close to the mat. Roll your shoulder back and press your hips forward. Feeling a really nice stretch down the front of your thigh. Roll your shoulder back so that you keep your chest open and press your hips forward to open out the front of your hips as well as the front of the thigh. Nice quadricep stretch. That's the front of your thigh. All right, let's go to the other side. Swing around. Bend your bottom leg underneath you and in front of you. Rest on your forearms. Take a hold of your shin, ankle, or foot and pull it back. Keep the knee close to the mat. Roll your shoulder back. Open your chest and press your hip forward. Feel that stretch down the front of your thigh and the front of your hip. Very good. Release that and come lie on your side and then lie onto your back. Bring your hands out level with your shoulders, palms face up. Knees bent, feet together, knees together. Slowly lower your knees to one side. Keep both shoulders flat, lift up. Other side. Slowly lower down, look straight up at the ceiling and lift. Let's repeat that one more time each side. Slowly lower, keep both shoulders flat and lift. Other side. Stack your feet, stack your knees, lower to the side, keep both shoulders flat and lift up. And roll onto your side and then come up to all fours. Now bring one leg forward, tuck your toes under, and let's come up to standing. Take your time, stop in the center, and then slowly lift up. Step off your mat and rotate side to side. Swivel your feet. For these rotary movements, I don't want you standing on your mat, especially if you have a yoga mat or a sticky mat, because it doesn't allow your feet to swivel. Just rotate easy. 2 more times each way. 1 more time each way. Roll both shoulders back 2 times. Step your feet apart. Bring your left hand onto the side of the thigh. Take your right hand. Reach up and over. Stretch the right side of your body. Lift up. Other side. Hand comes onto the side of the thigh. Lift the left hand up and over. Stretch the left side of your body. And lift up. Take both hands. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Tilt the head to the left. Press your hands down. Inhale, reach up. Head comes up. Exhale, tilt your right ear over to your right shoulder. Press both shoulders down, stretching the left side of your neck. and lift up. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, hands down. Roll your shoulders 2 times. Nice big full circles. One more time. And we are done. Thank you so much. I hope you feel really strong and centered through your core and feel tall through your posture. We did lots of postural work today, lots of core training. Thanks for joining me. Can't wait to move with you again.